Stephen A. Smith keeps it real about the Karmelo Anthony and the situation with Austin Metcalf.
To me, I've been very, very hesitant to comment on this because obviously all the facts, you want to make sure that you have all the facts in play and what have you. And upon reading about the facts, hearing what happened from witnesses, from what was they said, Karmelo Anthony told them what happened himself, and what information and what evidence was deduced, we're looking at the fact that he was sentenced to 35 years. What I'm getting tired of is folks coming to the situation a bit late. All of this noise that's being made about the verdict. How come the noise wasn't made from open and tap to make sure proper representation was provided?
Preach.
So therefore, we couldn't be sitting back after a sentencing of 35 years in prison was handed down, looking to correct the error of the court's ways in your mind. Let me stay for the record and get this out the way right now. I am not happy that Karmelo Anthony got sentenced to 35 years. I'm not happy with the sentencing because I'm not happy with the makeup of the jury.
I think that's the thing for me. It's like 35 years, man. And again, the facts of the case, I'll do another video breaking down just the facts. This guy did an amazing job on some channel. I got to shout that channel. And I think everybody could say he was wrong and he deserves some time. And I think it was like an act of passion, anger, and things of that nature. And he was 17 years old. I still can't get past the fact that a 17-year-old killed another 17-year-old. Again, not absolved of him of what his actions were. He definitely needed some time. 35 years is a long time. Jeez.
18 jurors, about 6 minorities, none of whom happen to be black. I don't believe that's being judged by a jury of your peers. Here's the reality, though. That's all I can say. That is all I can say. Karmelo Anthony murdered Austin Metcalf. There is no other way to slice it. How else do you explain, or can you explain? You at a track meet, appearing in a visitor's tent, Austin Metcalf and his brother, according to reports, come over to you asking you to leave because you're sitting under their tent. An argument ensues. Folks have said it spanned more than 5-6 minutes. Others said it went as long as 15. A two-hand shove is believed to have happened by one witness. Another witness said it was a one-hand shove. How does that justify Karmelo Anthony pulling out a knife and stabbing Austin Metcalf to death?
Yeah, it doesn't justify it at all. And that's why I was saying I had a bunch of debates about this last night. Is first of all, why do you have a knife in your bag going to a school function? Because that was a school track meet. So I don't get that in the process of that. Were you scared? Was somebody bullying you at school? What transpired? And I would love if Karmelo Anthony was able to be brought onto the stand. I think his lawyers, but this is not a legal channel, did him a disservice with that. Second is none of the actions. Kids are going to be kids. Kids push each other. Kids kind of bully each other. I wouldn't consider that bullying, quote unquote, but intimidation. Kids are kids. Kids are dumb and ignorant. We all been at that age. We're over a certain age, 17. They're kids, but it doesn't justify. I want to make it clear. It's not a race thing. It does not justify you stabbing that kid, like, and taking his life. So again, you're not going to hear from me at any point when I do these channels. There's consequences. I tell my clients, because I work with kids, youth. There's consequences. There's good consequences, bad consequences for every decision you make. Karmelo Anthony made a bad choice. He deserves consequences. I just think it's egregious for that amount of time.
How? Some would argue, what the hell were you doing at the track meet with a knife to begin with? Others would argue, it wasn't like you were in fear for your life. There were witnesses around. There were people around. At worst, they might have expected fisticuffs, if that.
Yeah. Yep.
A matter of fact, one witness was quoted as hearing Austin Metcalf said, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. But Karmelo Anthony saying, touch me, put your hands on me, and watch what happens. A witness, not a witness to the actual stabbing, but somebody who was in attendance in the immediate aftermath of the stabbing, reportedly, according to testimony, sworn testimony, on the stand said they went to Karmelo Anthony, who had jogged away from the area of the incident. They walked up to him and they said, what happened? He said he put his hands on me, as in Austin Metcalf. He put his hands on me, so I stabbed him. That's not justification for killing someone.
That's, yeah, again, you can't be in the mind of him, of Karmelo Anthony, and why he would do that. Yes, you could defend yourself, but to stab someone in the chest, it doesn't meet the reaction. Don't meet the crime in a sense of if Metcalf did push you, it doesn't meet the stab him in the chest. I still don't understand why you had a knife in your bag. This is a tough case. It's tough.
I would give anything to be able to say something definitively in Karmelo Anthony's defense. If there was a shred of innocence to the incident itself, I would say so. I don't want to see another black young man going to jail. But I don't give a damn what your race. I don't give a damn about what your race, your ethnicity is. Just because you're white and young doesn't mean you deserve to be murdered.
Agree.
And just because you're black and young with challenges that black folks face every single day doesn't give you a license to murder someone.
Nope.
That's what happened. Now, I know there's some people out there that's going to look at this, and there's a lot of thoughts that's going to come to their mind. There's a lot of people that are in an uproar right now.
Yeah, and people should be in an uproar because, like, I think this is a few things to wrap it up. I think it's an indictment on the adults who are supposed to be. If I give my kid to the school and just off campus, whatever, those adults are responsible for the safety of my kid. So where was the adults? I know that some of them say they witnessed the stabbing. Why? I'm a big believer in prevention. Why wasn't things de-escalated? You can't have kids de-escalating kids. Like, it just is, it's a lot. And I see both sides, but I think I completely agree with Stephen A. We have to it was a murder. He murdered that kid. There's no justification for murdering that kid. You just can't. So he deserves something. I just think 10 to 20 years with someone that young when he did at 17, and it wasn't like he stabbed him 15 times. There was an altercation. It's just a lot. I work with kids, so I have a soft spot because I feel like 2 kids' lives. One is gone, Austin Metcalf, so rest in peace to him. And then you have another kid who possibly is doing 35 years, won't get out into his 50s. Maybe, God willing, he gets out in 17 and a half years. But it just breaks my heart. It's no winners in the situation. I think it's disgusting the way people are using this for to bring up race. I think it's to be more, how can we help our youth? How can we help these kids? It's not just these two kids. These two kids are the prototype of millions of kids, billions of kids in the world. How can we help them? And that's why I'm here. I'm about the kids. You're not going to hear me talk about race and all that on this channel. You can go somewhere else about that. Comment below on someone else's video about that. This is about how do we help kids in that moment. Karmelo, how to de-escalate yourself from anger management. Even Austin, like go and get adults to be like, hey, remove him from the tent and stuff like that. It could have been a lot of stuff that this could have been avoided. And that's the heartbreaking part about this. You guys, if you are looking for any type of mentoring, I use video games to teach kids how to do social skills, coping skills, peer interactions, in group settings. All groups from ages 8 till 18. Break them up in group sizes. If you're interested, I can give you way more information. Subscription-based youth mentoring service. Comment coach below. I'll send you some information. You guys like, subscribe. I'm out.